Good morning. How is everybody? So for those on YouTube watching this quickly, there was no Discord this morning. Discord did not exist. There was some issue with it or something. I don't know. So we weren't able to allow us. We weren't able to allow ourselves. We weren't able to ping on Discord when we were going live and stuff. So there may not be that many people in chat today, just because of the lack of notifications. But we will see. There's a little bit to cover with the new armory system and everything, but while we wait for people to get here, let's just do our PvPs and stuff and see who shows up. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Discord. If I try and open it, for instance, not that it's, you know, important or anything, but just as a curiosity. It says connecting over and over and over again. And then it says API errors / latency. Google's engineering team continues to work on mitigating the issue and have posted the following update. Mitigation work is currently underway by our engineering team. We do not have an ETA for mitigation at this point. We have all hands on deck awaiting the resolution of this issue to begin restoring the service. So it looks like Discord is down for quite a while, as it turns out, which is not the best. Ricardo's meat. A fantastic name. B welcome. I'm gonna call you Ricard, but Ricardo's meat is quite nice. I like it. Is it a sweet meat? It feels like it should be a sweet meat. Let's just make sure we've got this turned on, which we do, and let's go. Smiley, welcome. What's going on, man? What is up? Yeah, so we'll have our Rolex. Welcome. Roasty, welcome. One Chook is fine. You should know this by now, but welcome. Serenia, welcome. Scarlet, welcome. What's up, everybody? Yeah, so it's good to rip Discord. I know, right? I was just talking about that. I was literally just saying, yeah, I don't know how many people are gonna be here in chat today because Discord shit the bed a little bit. But I pinged in the guild message and I pinged in all 3 world chats as well, and that's the best I could do, as well as like Twitch followers as well. Obviously, anyone that follows on Twitch will get the notification I'm going live, but it's always good to ping on my Discord channel just so everybody knows, but can't be done. Minecraft, lol. Can you check out my avatar? I can. Mr. Bacon, welcome. Just got the notification live on your mobile. Yeah. Just saw from World Chat 3. Yeah. Got your link on Bit Heroes. Nice. Either way, welcome everybody. Hopefully you're all having a good day so far. Let's just switcheroo these two. I'll have a look at your character in a sec. Minecraft, lol. I'll also change this song before I have a brain hernia. I shouldn't joke about that, actually. And auto. I finished my build. Nice. I'll take a look at that as well. Alright, here we go. Let's take a look at some stuff. Well, we can start this and then take a look at some stuff. Spooky is now the top contributor in Iconic. What a son of a bitch. Okay, Melif. God, it's hard to read. Melif Lausupum 2. Obviously, that was not right. MELIFLOUSIPM2. Play does not exist. Unless I'm reading that wrong. Can you write it not capitals? Because capitals is hard to read. Oh shit. Why can I not message Bubble? He's been offline for 10 seconds. He got Starweave and then just immediately just went offline. Do you think I should aim for Remy T or Squibbo? Remy T is way easier to stable, so Remy T. So for Squibbo, you need Squib, which is epic from Raid 1. Whereas for Remy T, you need Rexy, who is a dungeon epic from from Dungeon Zone 4, Dungeon 1. So you're gonna need six epics for either one, and dungeon epics are way easier to get than raid epics. So just get Remy T. It's like you'll save so much time doing it. So Remy T all the way for healer, and Eularius all the way for tank. And that'll get you up to top tier. Get your tier 11 as long as you got like all the gear and stuff to go with it. What am I farming for now? Fire Blossoms. That's it. I'm still gonna need one more Rexy, even after 3 weeks. Oh no. They can do that sometimes. I want to check this. Minecraft, are you still there? MELIFLOUSIPM2. Right? Play does not exist. I don't think I'm mistyping that. It is kind of hard to read that, I can just copy paste it. Play does not exist. I keep hitting my microphone. Why? Because I had my keyboard a gajillion miles away because I was playing with a controller yesterday. Mini bop now? Oh yeah, I need to check you out. Roasty. Ah, that was so poorly spelled. A mini bop. Nice, man. Almost maxed these out as well. Look at this guy with his star weave and his son of a bitch. What's this damage doing here? Huh? What's this doing here? Huh? Eh? Yeah, OP, man. Level 400 too. Congrats. Oh, well, we did a thing. We did a thing. Look at 7,000. We did it. We did it. I wasn't sure whether I was going to reach 7k TS in this tier, but I did it. I did it via leveling up because I used a bit gore, and then I used a bub gore while I was in hospital recently, and we used a super scroll, and then I've bought a few of these thingies in the past, not this one, but the one with the egg in it, and that's got some level ups in it as well, and some other things that have level ups in them, then from daily bonuses, and then I traded my PvP coins as well, which I could probably do again, maybe, almost, and we got 7k, so I'm excited about that, very excited. Can you check after my avatar? I just tried, man, I just tried, but it doesn't exist, unless you spelled it wrong. Let me check again. Copy. It doesn't exist. You don't exist. You must be spelling it wrong or something. I don't know, but that name does not exist. That was all gone there, right? Yes. Let's do some invasion. Yeah, 7k. Pretty good. And Roasty got 400. You just realized that's a dress? Yeah. Oh, cat hair. Look what was just in my nose. I've dropped it. Have I dropped it? I've dropped it. It was a lot. Fucking cat, man. Don't get a cat. It's rubbish. Do you spend money on bid heroes? I have not spent 1 cent. No. Never have I spent money. Ever. That's my thing. So, I need to get new tissue because this has got hair all over it. When I came to sit down to stream today, my cat was sleeping on my computer chair, as she does. So now there's cat hair over fucking everything. So, sometimes when I play, most of the time when I play mobile games, which it started off as obviously, well, it started off as a browser game, then it went to mobile, and now it's on Steam as well. So there's 3 different places you can play it. Anyway, I started playing it the week it came out on mobile. I didn't know it was a browser game before that. And with pretty much all mobile games, because I'm poor and broke, I play them free to play, and then get a certain point into the game and go, okay, this is a pay to win game. I'm going to stop playing. Or like, oh, I'm doing okay, I'll keep going type thing. So like Clash of Clans was another one that I just never spent any money on. What else? Anyway, that doesn't really matter. So I played this and I didn't spend any money. And then after a year, I still didn't spend any money. And I'm like, you know what? This is doable. Like, it's nowhere near as powerful as the people that put money in, but any game and real life is like that. So that's when I decided to make those guides, right? Because when I was playing, when I was leveling up and doing stuff, there wasn't really many decent guides out there. Oh, we need to beat 70 and then we've got a new high score. And there wasn't that many like guides and stuff out there to help people. So I thought, well, there's shit missing here. There's an opportunity here we did it. That, you know, like there's no free to play guides out there that I could find. So I started making them. Having absolutely no idea. Sorry, pardon me. Having absolutely no idea or no expectation that they were going to blow up as much as they did. I thought maybe get like 100 views or something. And so now my thing is the free to play guy. So like the free to play content creator kind of thing. So yeah, I won't spend money on this game regardless, but especially now as I'm like that free to play guy. But yeah, no, have not spent money on Bit Heroes. What tank familiar do you think I should aim for? Eularius. Free to play god, I don't know about that. Okay, hang on, I need to copy and paste again. Eularius is, well, where are you in the game? There we go. Yeah, I like it. What am I looking at? Just giving you advice on stuff, I guess. Level 95, not so high. Okay, so you want to get Shramps and Borland, both to +5. That's your main aim of the game right now. Get Shramps and Borland to +5, and then when you get to Zone 4, you can go to Zone 4 Level 1, and you can replace your Borland with a Remy T. And then when you get to Zone 7, you can place the Shramps with Eularius. So get Shramps and Borland +5, like, as soon as you possibly can. I assume you have Shramps and Borland already. Okay. Minecraft, you need to replace this as soon as possible. This is horrible. Lifesteal is the worst stat in the whole game. You have them 2+ each? Okay, get them to +5 each. It won't take very long because they're really easy to fuse. But get them to +5, it'll make a big difference. Put some augments on there. You don't need perfect augments or something, especially at the start of the game. But like if you have an augment where it's just like +2% to healing skills or something, chuck that on Borland. Or plus 3% damage or something, chuck it on Borland. And then if you have like a plus 1% block, stick it on Shramps, or +2% HP, stick it on Shramps. All that sort of stuff. So, any tanky type thing, stick it on your tank. Any DPS healing type thing, stick it on your healer. They don't need to be amazing. But just get them to +5 and, those augments will multiply. So yeah, just do that. And then once you get to Zone 4, you can start working on Remy T, which is Zone 4 Dungeon 1 is Rexy. Yes, Rexy the dinosaur. I'll show you in a sec. You farm him, and you need one of him and one of something else, like an epic, a rare of somewhere else, like a super easy fam to catch, and you can fuse that into Remy T. And then you replace Ball +5 with Remy T +5. Rexy and MET, there you go. Yeah, MET is just some like rando, like rare or something. I'll show you in a sec. Anyway, you have Walkham and Scort. Nice. Scort's really good, but he's hard to stable because you need the mini serum. But if you have Walkham already, then that's great. It should be fine. Obviously, start working on +5ing him, but a base Walkham is pretty damn good. Yeah, you need to replace this dude. This is lifesteal is the worst stat in the game. Well, I don't know if it's the worst stat in the game. I'm gonna say it is. It's probably really bad. Well, for DPS and stuff, it's no good. Replace this. Heal when you hit an enemy, that's good. That's fine. When you hit an enemy for DPS is really good. Ultimately, you want to get epics at least in both of these, but for DPS, you want when you hit an enemy. So you've got that already. That's really good. But this is really bad. If you have, do you have another rare or something? Because it's probably whatever you have is probably better than this. Damage in rage is not great, but it's a epic. You'll get a legendary soon, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Your runes, let's say, take a look. Block, absorb, damage, absorb. Okay, you need to get rid of these three. They're all tank. You don't want that shit. you want DPS. So ultimately, you want either damage, dual strike, or empower. It's probably better to write this down, right? Because you'll probably forget. Or like I've got guides and videos and stuff on it, but like seeing as I'm giving you. Hang on, let's start something else. Like one-on-one advice. Probably better to write it down so you can like look at it rather than trying to remember. Pardon me. I'm still using +4 Scort. He's gotten me tier 10 like a champ. Yeah, Scort and Remy T or Eularis and Remy T will get you to tier 10 with the right gear. Shouldn't be an issue at all. So Minecraft, tell me when you've got a pen and you're writing this shit down and I'll go through it. You're still at zone 5. If you're at zone 5, ignore Ballan and go straight for Remy T. I would still probably +5 Shramps though. Because you need to get to zone 7 to get Eularis, so you still got all zone 5, all zone 6 to go. And to +5 Shramps is like, you need another 3 of each thing. You need 6 familiars, it's like, it's fuck off. Any tips for you? Yeah, stop being a son of a bitch. Also pat Chook for me. And give him a bow tie. That's my tips. The Chook and Master. Let's take a look, actually, at Iconic's contribution. And look at this absolute beast right here. Whoa, not only did you beat it, you smashed it. Holy shit. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Thuzen. Let's go down to... No. Yes. Remy T, where are you? Scooby-Doo, where are you? Is this it? No, that's Mobos. Velk. There he is. Yes. Oh, he's even a common. Okay, MET's a common scrub. I don't know what flag he's from or dungeon he's from. Someone could probably tell you. I can't remember. Or otherwise, you can just look it up on the wiki. Right, but Rexy here is Zone 4, Dungeon 1. So you go to Zone 4, Dungeon 1. You catch yourself 6 of this bad boy. Zone 5. Dungeon 1. Oh, really? So you have to be Zone 5 to get Remy T. Oh, shit, I thought this guy was in Zone 4 somewhere. I thought maybe he was in Dungeon 2 or something. Oh, well, there you go. Who knew? Well, apparently you guys knew. I did not. Anyway, get 5 of these, 6 of these, and fuse this guy +7, +6, +5. My god, make him with 1, and then 5 more to make him +5. You get 2.25% damage, and then your skills, you have hit all enemies, whatever, who cares. Spread heal teammate, that's what you want. Alright, with the damages. So if you take a look, and then the 2 SP target enemy, if you take a look, 22.5% damage, spread heal. And if we look at Ballin, I could have just done it, that would have been a much easier way to do it. Looking in here, anyway. Where's Ballin? 15% damage, spread heal. So Remy T is just a better Ballin. It's just basically like a straight upgrade. It's like he just like ate a dinosaur egg and then somehow spliced with the DNA and turned into Remy T. I don't know. It's basically the same thing, just better. Right? I don't have a Eularis. I don't even think I have the Eularis schematic to show you. But that's the natural upgrade from Stramps. But yeah, that's the way to go. I think that's all the questions. That's all the questions. All right, let's get going into a raid. Oh, actually, we could talk about the armory, right? 1, armory. So we've got info here with skills here and now armory. You click on this bad boy and you go to your armory. You can then change if you want to buy extra slots. I do not need to do so because I'm a one and done kind of guy. All the fans for Eularius are on. Yes, correct. Zone 6, Dungeon 3. Isn't it zone 7? My god, my information is completely wrong. I thought Eularius was zone 7 and MET was zone 4. MET is zone 4. I had no idea that MET was in zone 5. I made a guide about this recently as well. Obviously that information is not stuck in my head. How do you spell the name of the tank? I'm from Europe. It's like Eulari. Oh, Scarlet just wrote it. So my information is right. My what zone to get them is slightly wrong, but still the information is correct. Anyway, you go to the armory and then you can buy extra slots. I don't need one because I run my dual strike build and that's it. No, my nose. Okay, but you could have. So for instance, let's say I have, which I don't, but let's just say I have a different. It doesn't actually show you the stats. Let's say I have a different accessory box. Accessory, right? Here we go. Let's say I have this dual strike in power crit. So let's say I have this, right? And I have 10% in power here. I would lose 10% dual strike. No, I would lose 8% dual strike. But I get 10% in power. So let's say I have this on. I currently have 10% in power. And then let's say I then use this ring, which gives me another 4% in power. Now I'm up to 14% in power. And then I just make a new mount and I get 4% off that. I've got 18%. I got 18% in power all of a sudden, and I'm down to like, I don't know, 30-ish% dual strike. So 30% in dual strike and 18% in power. It would be different, like stat wise would be different. So I could keep this dual strike where everything is dual strike at 41.7% or whatever I'm at, and then I could have another one. So this one's called dual strike. The next one could be like in power / dual strike, and I could have that, and I could swap between them. And you guys could swap me between them if I'm in your on your friends list. So you can just save different sets. So if we go here, this will explain it better. Oh, and also to get to armory, if anyone's wondering, you go to town. Hopefully there's a button for it that'll take you right there. Like there's that button we just clicked on to take you to your armory layout of what you've saved, what armor sets and stuff you've saved, or what gear sets, not just armor, I should say. My God, take longer. But here, like guild, right? You can click guild and haul and you can go there. You can go fishing and you can click enter and it goes there. Hopefully there will just become an armory button somewhere. But at the moment you walk down here and you click on this thing and that takes you to your armory. And you got all these pedestals. So you can save a lot of different layouts, right? Well, how many? Like all of them. You got all of them for layouts. And you save them. So at the moment, this is the one I've got saved. Again, if I had my empower stuff, I could save that one there. If I wanted to have like a, say I was a whale and I had like my bait set there, my tank set here, like a different tank set here, whatever it be, right? The thing is, I don't think it saves currently, and it might just because it's in beta and stuff. I don't think it saves your cosmetic. I think it just saves the gear that you're actually wearing. So if we go to raid and we go summon and we go heroic and then we look at our team, right? And so we got triple dot here. So if we go to the armory here, he's wearing this, right? But because this is the armory, so if we go to venom and we go to block, he looks completely different because this is the actual gear that he's wearing. And if we go to meme, then this is the actual gear that he's wearing. So it doesn't save your cosmetics. It just puts the cosmetics of the actual gear that you're wearing to start with. So if we go Venom select, all of a sudden the cosmetics that he was wearing is now gone. So let's go PhD for instance. So he's got cosmetic toy chicken, he's got cosmetic blog implant, etc. So if we go to the armory and select tank, it's now changed. Like this is the gear he was wearing, but as soon as you change his build on the armory, it just puts it to the gear that's actually wearing. So hopefully they make it so that you can set whatever cosmetic you want. So for instance, like say I want my Jewel Strike cosmetic to be this, I can just save it and it will be this. And then say my my Empower build might look something else, and then you could just swap between and the cosmetics will save. As it currently stands, no, it doesn't work. Unless I'm stuffing it up somehow, it doesn't work. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Let's get going. But that is how the armory works. So anyone you have on your list now has the potential to save different layouts, and then you can choose the layout you want that's best for you. So if you've got, it's going to help people. Specifically, it's going to help people. Well, it's going to help everybody, but for those specific situations, not specific people. So specific situations where happens to me a lot. I'm sure it happens to everybody a lot. Where you go to do a raid and then all of a sudden your tank has gone to DPS and you're like, well, shit. Or your DPS has gone to bait and you're like, well, shit. Now they can just set their thing as tank, bait, DPS, da-da-da-da. And you go, okay, well, I want you as my tank. I want you as my bait. I want you as my DPS. I want you as my other tank. And then you're set. And you never have to worry about it ever again. So it's really good. It's really good. It's a good addition. It just needs to work properly. But give it time. Okay, did I miss anything? Do you think that it's okay for my level to go one item, heal, one speed, and then the rest with attack? One heal, one speed, and the rest attack? I don't understand the question. Orestes, welcome. Black Boy, welcome. To go one item, heal, one speed, and the rest with attack. Oh, right. Heal, as in stamina, as in health. Right. I gotcha. Yeah, heal, the word heal threw me. Do you think my level go one stamina, one speed, and the rest with attack? Like one item each for each stat? Probably. Where are you again? Zone 5. Yeah, look, the main thing is you want... Leveling up, there's not really that much wrong with just going split evenly. So, like 1,000 power, 1,000 stamina, 1,000 speed. Just roughly, they're all the same is not going to be particularly that bad for you. Ultimately, you want the least amount of health you can to survive. And so you can put those points into like offensive stats. But you also want enough health so that you're not, potentially dying all the time. So even if you're a little over max health, like even if you're over leveled health a little bit, as long as you're not dying, can't kill shit if you're dead type thing, right? But as a DPS, yeah, you want to have as much damage as you can. But leveling up, it shouldn't be that bad. So I would say, yeah, if you've got like 4-1-1, 4 into power, 1 into health, and 1 into speed, that's probably not that bad. But the good thing is, I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not. Can't do it until we're out of this raid. But you can reforge your gear. I'm not sure if you know that exists. And it's very cheap to do so. So you can change those stats very easily. Yeah, yeah, right. So, say you're at hypothetical numbers. Let's say you're at 2,000 power, 800 health and 800 speed, and you're getting killed. You go, oh shit, okay, well you reforge one of your items that has like a lot of power onto it into health, and all of a sudden you're at 1,600 power, 1,200 health, and then 1,000 speed or whatever it was. Okay, I'm surviving now. So you just need to play around with it, but That becomes more and more important as you go on with the bigger tiers and raids and all that sort of stuff. So for instance, this raid, I always die unless I have 1700 stamina, health, whatever, or more. So I used to run at about 1300 and you just die because every time you hit one of these assholes, everyone in your team loses 15% of their health. So if you're hitting multiple of them, you're just getting chunks. So it's 15% of your health. So, you know, whether you have 100 health or whether you have 1,000,000 health, you're still going to take the same amount of your health bar is going to disappear because it's percentage based. So if you've got 1,000 health and you take 15% off and you hit 4 people at once, it's 60%. You're going to lose 60% of your health, which is 600. And then if you just get hit for another 600, you're dead. Whereas if you have more health, obviously you're going to lose 60% and you're going to go down and you might have like 1,000 health left. And if you get hit for 600, you're still alive. I'm sure that all makes sense, even though I probably explained that really badly. But that's for this current raid. I think last raid I was at 1,300. But yeah, with the Reforge thing, like, you know, it's pretty easy. So at the moment, this is at split between them all. I think I have most of them split between them all. As I said, splitting between them all is not necessarily that bad of an idea. And then these two are full into damage. So if I was dying, I could then, you know, reforge this into that, for instance, and give myself a bunch more health or something like that. Anyway, you just have to play around with it, but that should be fine. That sounds like it should be fine. Let's do one more raid and then we'll do some energy-based stuff. What layout am I running? Oh, on a black boy, right? I can't even do heroic raid. Are you in tier 11 now? Or are you still stuck in tier 10? I thought you were still in tier 10. You just don't have any whales. Right. Tank bait, DPS, DPS bait. I use tank bait, DPS, DPS tank. But same thing, really. Doesn't matter too much. And the thing is, one of my whales revved me up. His armory, I don't know whether the armory stuffed it up or he. Okay, this song is depressing as shit. I don't know whether the armory stuffed up or whatnot, but his like layout, I don't think he saved a mount or something. So like, there's no mount on the thing. So whenever I swap between it, it's just the mount he currently has equipped, and the one he has equipped is a DPS mount. So he's got all this tank gear. Or bait gear or whatever it is, and then he's just got a offensive mount, and it's just like, oh no. So it's a bit unfortunate. Can you explain what bait is? I can. Oh, I apologize for all this sniffling, but there's not much I can do, I guess. I've taken my antihistamine, I just have to wait till it kicks in. Bait is okay. So you've seen in the game there's abilities that is like hit strongest target, hit weakest target, all that type of thing. What that means is weakest target is the lowest HP target. Strongest target would be the highest HP target. Right? So hits weakest is hits lowest HP target. If you're running around in your raid team and you're a DPS and you have the lowest HP, that weakest target thing is going to hit you every single time because you have the lowest HP. And you're going to get dead. So what baits do is they will have the lowest HP. You want your bait tank that you have, your bait, to have the lowest HP of your whole party. And then that means that they're the one that's going to get hit by that ability. But they still have all their tank stats. So they're just like a full tank, but just with low HP. So that means when something targets them, they get hit with that big damage, but because they have all the tanky stats, they mitigate it all. Whereas as a DPS, you have no mitigation. They hit you with that ability, you just die. So it's just exactly the same as a tank, just with low HP. So when those low HP targets get hit, it hits them instead, and they have all the tank stats to take the damage and not die. That's what a bait is. They bait out the attack. That makes sense? Yeah. So I'll show you when we do the raid again, I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, just a low HP tank, basically. It's very, very necessary to have. You need a tank, you need DPS, and you need a bait. There's no real healer subclass yet. I imagine there will be eventually, because people have been asking for it for a while. And also with the council voting, there was a healer subcategory. So I'm sure the devs are working on healing stuff. I can't say for certain whether they are or not. But the fact that people have been asking for healing stuff for a while, there are healing things in the game, but there's no like full like healing set. It's not like, you know, this raid's set is this DPS set that I'm wearing. This camouflage set or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know. I'm bad with names. And then like the Trials Gauntlet set is a tank set and stuff. There's no like healing sets, but I'm sure there will be going forward. Because, you know, it's like the holy trinity of RPGs, right? Tanks, healers, DPS. And the healer kind of category doesn't really exist in this game. But I imagine it will eventually. But yeah, in this you definitely need tanks, obviously. You need DPS, obviously, and then you need baits. So they're the three. So baits is basically gone instead of a healer, I guess, in that kind of sense. Has the lowest HP in the team, but he has reflect and block stuff. Who's that? All your baits have the earth set, so no options. Pets do most of the healing. Yes, that's true. That is true. But there have been, you know, healing items in the game. So there was, the bait has reflect and block. The bait tank just has whatever tank gear he's got on. So, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look at the gear of my guys in raid when we do the next raid. But there have been healing items, healing gear in the game. So Roasty, in fact, no, not Roasty, Spook. Can you help? Spook, you're still here? Maybe? No? If you're still here, Spooky had a healing gun from one of the expeditions most recently. It was a mythic gun that had healing on it. There've been some accessories, not accessory. There've been some, I think, ring and neck set healing stuff. There was like a 3-piece set that did some healing back in like tier 7 or something. Yeah, Spook, can you put that gun on? The healing gun? If you still have it? But yeah, like a full-on comprehensive yak blade. Yeah. But there's been no like, you know, there's always been a tank set. There's always been a DPS set. There's never been like a healer set each tier. It's just like there's a few bits and pieces of healing gear here and there. You don't have it anymore? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there's been a little bit of gear here and there, but all from different tiers and all random and stuff. So someone was saying that someone in their guild has done that, has up-tiered everything and become like the healer and has all the healing gear from all the previous tiers and stuff, and it's just upgraded it and up-tiered it to tier 11 and just have all of the healing type things. But yeah, there's always a tank set, there's always a DPS set, but there's no like healer set in each thing, each tier. But again, I'm sure there will be eventually. Okay, so here we go. So Triple Dot is a tank, PhD is a tank, Eagle is a bait. So if we take a look at Eagle, he's still got all his tank shit on. So he's got his tank set here, the full 4 set with his Starweave. He's got this Ancient here. Major Rune bonus doubled, only 1 bonus to this may be active. While wearing only 1 mythic item doubles its bonus. He doesn't even have a mythic item, so that's a bit weird. But then he's got all of this damage reduction. He's got this with the healing. He's got this with damage reduction. He's got all his damage reduction here. He's got all his damage reduction in here. So basically, he's just a tank, right? He's got all the things. He's got his damage reduction. He's got all his tank stuff, but just low HP. So he's the lowest HP member of my team. So when it targets lowest, weakest enemy type thing, it hits him instead. And because he's got all this tankiness, he doesn't die. And that's what a bait is. I don't have any of it, but I think I remember stuff about it. Camo would work as a healer / DPS set because of the damage percentage effect heals. Oh my god, this song's putting me to sleep. Camo would work as a healer slash DPS set because damage percent affects heals. Oh, you mean the 40% damage? Yes, correct. Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, yeah. If you had Starweave and then you put on like Yak Blade or that gun or something, with healing capabilities on it. Yeah, that's true. Would love to see camo with that 2-piece set that grants 1 SP heal. It was called Meteor Blaster. Bonus was +5 healing, but every time you healed someone, the bonus went up to 1% to a maximum of 10. Skills were 0 SP damage weakest. So that damage weakest, that's the hit, lowest HP target. 1 SP team shield, 1 SP heal target 3 times, 2 SP tar damage weakest, 4 SP revive target. Yeah, so there you go. There's a healing gun, effectively. So yeah, you could run 3 out of 4 camo with Starweave, making it 4 out of 4 with that gun, for instance. And your damage affects your heals. So your damage, so like there's power, stamina, speed are the technical words, but so your power affects how much your pet will heal for. So the more power you have, the more your pet will heal as well. But there's a trade-off there. So if you put every single point into power, then your pet will heal like for a massive chunk, right? But you're not going to attack that often. So you'll get that massive chunk once in a while. Whereas if you have a decent amount of speed, your pet's going to heal for less, but you're going to proc it more often. Also, if you have nothing but stamina, and it's the same thing with damage even. You know, say you have nothing say you nothing have power, and you go to hit somebody, and you go, oh man, I'm not going to attack very often, but when I do, it's going to hit like an absolute truck, and then you miss. That's your one attack for like 10 minutes done type thing. So that's why everyone uses speed and not just power. PvP, just power can work because you just like target one enemy and just hit them and just delete them. But in general, having nothing but power is probably not that great. About legendaries, until tier 7, I should just upgrade the epic items and not the legendaries. Yeah, pretty much. Upgrade epics, have max upgraded epics in every slot. And then you can start working on legendaries from there if you have the ability to, but don't farm them. So let's say you've got max epics in every slot and you can't get past zone 7. And you know, there's just, you don't have enough TS or whatever it is. And you keep doing the raids and all that sort of stuff. And all of a sudden you've got like, you know, you've got legendaries and you've broken them down and stuff. And all of a sudden you've got enough to upgrade like a legendary 3 times or something. You may as well, because you're there and you've got it, and you know it's free and you'll get more TS out of it. But don't stick around in the raids to farm legendaries so that you have, you know, 6 out of 6 legendaries and stuff. Just make sure you've got the epics maxed out and then start upgrading legendaries if you can do it for free type thing. So yeah, that's the main thing. So usually when people get stuck on a zone, they need max epics and they may need like 1 or 2 legendaries upgraded a few times, and that gets them through. But yeah, definitely don't farm them. Like, don't stick around, and farm them to make sure you have them. Just upgrade them as you go if you have the materials to do so. But getting stuck on flags and stuff, it's like a lot of it's to do with the familiars you're using, your pet and your accessory, and your TS. Like, they're the 3 main things, right? And then there's like your runes and enchants and all that coming to it as well, obviously. But there's TS power, like there's TS brick walls that you need a certain amount of power to get through. But your familiars and your accessory and pet make a huge difference. Like if you're trying to get through, you know, tier 8 with like a unstable Squibbo, unstable Trancer Ballin, you're gonna struggle. Whereas if you try to get through with a +5 Eularis, +5 Remy, you can, you know, probably do it quite easily. So I get full tier 7 epics, and then if I can't pass the zone, I upgrade legendaries. If you can upgrade a legendary to like +3, if you have the amount of materials to do it, then do it. Because a +3 legendary will be stronger than a maxed epic. But don't don't spend your time farming those legendaries specifically for that reason. Like, don't just sit in that zone until you get legendaries in every slot type thing upgraded, because it's just a giant waste of time. Just have your max epics, and then if you can upgrade a legendary to help out, that's awesome. And then, you know, if you can upgrade another one, that's awesome. But don't stick around just to get them. I upgraded one of the tier 6 legendaries because it's been long enough to fully upgrade it. Nice. Yeah, I think 3 out of 4 upgraded legendary, you'll have more TS than a 3 out of 3 epic. So I would say upgrade a legendary to 3 out of 4, and then upgrade the next one to 3 out of 4, and the next one to 3 out of 4, rather than maxing one 4 out of 4, because it costs more. So it costs 50. For the first upgrade, it costs 50. The second one, it costs 100. Third one, it costs 150. And the fourth one, it costs 200. All right, so upgrade once is 50. Upgrade to 2 is 100. So we're up to 150. Upgrade 3 times is 150. So that's, what's that, 300? 300 to upgrade from a legendary to a +3. 300 material. Then to upgrade it to a +4 is 200 material. So you can almost get a second legendary up to +3 for the same amount of materials it takes to get 1 to +4, and a +3 legendary will give you more TS than a full epic. There's probably like someone that's good at math can probably do the maths on that and see if you did that with multiple legendaries, whether you get more TS out of that than just upgrading a legendary to full. I'm not sure on the maths of that. But upgrading a legendary to full costs 200. From 3 to 4 costs 200 materials, whereas you can get a legendary to +3 with 300 materials. And the +3 legendary is better than a +3 epic. Anyway, I've probably confused everyone now, so sorry about that. Jizz, welcome. What's going on? It's been a while. How's things? If I had a legendary, I'd do it, I guess. It would be a waste of materials for me, but for science. I mean, it would just be easy to Google it as well. Alright, so we'll do some energy after this, because the energy's full, it's just sitting there. Look at the voodoo doctor. Here's a healing bill. Okay, yeah, I think that was the guy I was talking about before. I couldn't remember who knew him. Hard grind invasion, got 80 levels from it. Wow, nice. Guild shop, I focus on energy tickets and things like that. The only 2 good things from the guild shop is yeah, energy potions and badges. They're the only 2 things worth buying. Everything else is not worth it. Okay, voodoo doctor. Voodoo doctor. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Yeah, this is the dude. Okay, so he's got this gun. This is the gun I was talking about before. That Spook wrote down the stats for. So 5% increased healing. Each to heal on a teammate increases the bonus by 1 to a maximum of 10. Then he's got this two-piece here. Skills that cost SP deal 15% increased damage. So increased damage also means increased heals. Then he's got 3 set here. 10% of your healing skills generate shields, and overhealing converts to shields. So he's got this, the 10% of your healing skills. Also, so say he heals for 1,000, then 100 of that 1,000 also turns into shields. And then he's got overhealing converts into shields. So say he heals for 1,000, then 10% of that is 100% shields. And say the person only has 500 health, then they get a full heal, obviously, because he's overhealed them. But then that extra 500 heal would get turned into 500 shields. So he's got that. Then he's got the 15% increased heals, and then he's got the healing gun itself. Then he's got dual strike, which this is what I want. So that means when he has the ability to do something like this, it has the ability to hit twice. With the skills here, it's got heal teammate, heals 3 times. So he's going to heal 3 times. If he's doing that in this procs, he's going to heal 6 times. So he's going to heal 6 times with 15% increased heals and all this overhealing converting to shields and all this sort of stuff. So this is a put together healing build from stuff from raid 4. We're now up to raid 8. So he's up tiered this from like a long time ago. This was last tier, I believe, maybe. This was expedition in this tier. Or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so he's up tiered a bunch of shit. Which is impressive. Not sure if it's worth it, but it's impressive. So that's what I mean. Like, he's made a healing set, but that set doesn't exist. Like, it doesn't exist every tier. There's not like a new healing set every tier, like there is a DPS and a tank set. But as I said, I imagine that will change. If they're putting a healing subcategory in the voting, you know, that leads me to believe that there will be healing stuff in the future. Okay, let's do some energy. I'm pushing invasion hard because I only get a leg from it and gauntlet. Really? I hardly ever get legendaries from gauntlet or invasion or anything like that. I've got 2 sets. No, I've got a set and a mythic from gauntlet recently, which is nice. But usually all my legendaries come from raids and world boss. Yeah, if we can go to the guild shop, because we were talking about that as well. This and this are the only 2 things worth buying. So we'll go through it quickly. This, you can buy this in the shop for gold. Never buy that, never buy that. All the pets and accessories are shit, so don't worry about buying them. This is good, this is good. So this gives you 50 energy. That is 2.5 world bosses worth, or that is nearly 2 heroic dungeons worth. So that's really good. Average average badge pouch, that's 1 expedition worth, so that's good. You can buy the tickets as well if you really wanted to smash out PvP, but I don't do that. Another pet, useless. Another accessory, useless. These are way too expensive. 1,000 per one of these 2 is not worth. Another pet, another accessory, another pet, another accessory. So really, maybe these 3, energy potion, badge, and tickets. I don't do the tickets, so it's really these 2. But at the moment, I'm doing energy. A lot of energy because I needed a bunch of teals. I needed a bunch of world bosses and legendaries and all that sort of stuff, which I got them all. So I've lost a lot. I'm down to 64. I was down to 30, but then I used a lot of energy, a lot of guild coin to buy more. But I've got them. I've got 53 of those badge pouches that I've bought previously. So they're the 2 things I would buy from the shop. I wouldn't worry about anything else. Unless you're going to push hard on PvP, in which case you can buy these as well. But I recommend these 2. That's my recommendation. Also, speaking of doing all the farming for Glausdos, and we needed a crap ton of Teal'cs, and then a crap ton of the neural net ROMs and stuff, I can now make a 3rd one. Look, I just need 3 of these bastards and I can make a 3rd one. For PvP, I guess. I mean, they're already maxed out. I may as well, right? So, considering we still have capture rate on here, we do. Let's go get some let's go farm some Teal'c. Because why not, right? If we could make a 3rd Glausdos, why the hell not? I hard grinded invasion earlier too. I got about 20 levels, but now I have almost 4 million guild honor. And I managed to get more guild contributions than Eagle. Senpai, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Mech, welcome back. Someone type exclamation mark mech into chat. I believe that's what the command we made was. Why is the dot dot? You alright, mech? Is everything fine? Your message had to be permitted? Yeah, because it said the word bastard, I guess. Yeah. Okay, mech did not work. Was it mech wolf? I don't know what the command was. We made it yesterday. Mech wolf, there we go. Bitch. After you get your rare mount, aim for legendary. That's what I did. A lot of people say Yeah, you can do the Chook command if you want. Josh set it up. A lot of people say go for epic and max it out. So get a maxed out three out of three epic mount. But I went straight from rare to legendary. But I can't say whether that's better or not. I got good and bad news. Oh shit, okay. Well, yeah, DM me. Well, you can't because Discord is down. But if you want to have a chat about it, when Discord comes back up, let me know. I'm happy to have a chat. I got so much shit going on in real life, but if I can help someone else, I will try. But I'm mentally zapped at the moment, but I will do my best. Oh, Discord's back up. There you go. Jizz also set it up. I think it's back up. Everyone is back up. Bad news is really bad. Okay, well, you're more than welcome to share it on here, but that's completely up to you. But yeah, man, we can have a chat about it. With the month I've had, but you can use me as a venting board. Just if that's, you know, at the least you can just like say everything. I just don't know how much advice I can give you at the moment because I'm just mentally zapped at the moment. But as always, I'm here for you. Anyone else that needs a chat, I will always do my best. Also, anyone watching this on YouTube or anyone in stream that is not part of my Discord or something, I may as well do this and this in case anyone is here that doesn't know about this stuff. Discord's a really cool place to be. There's 600 people. I don't get any monetary value or paid or anything, so it's not like a plug to, you know, get me money. It's just a cool place to be. For Bit Hero related stuff, there's people that help. There's like 600 players and stuff in there, so they help with advice and friend slots and all that sort of stuff. But there's what Mech's talking about here. There's like a room that, you know, take away all the jokes and the memes and the giving each other shit and all this sort of stuff. There's like a room for serious talk. So for people that have had stuff going on in their lives and stuff, and they're like, you know, upset about things or like need advice about something or all that sort of stuff, there's a room for that. So if anyone is having a rough time and would like some support, or just wants to air some concerns or anything like that and just needs some, you know, internet hugs type thing, then there's a room in my Discord for that. So, you know, everyone in there is really nice and no one is a dick. We vet out all the dicks and ban them and stuff if people are not cool. So yeah, it's a safe place. And if anyone needs to, you know, have a bit of a chat about stuff, then by all means join up and we'll try and do our best to help you through whatever it is that's going on. Check your DM. I will, man. I'll check it after this stream. Between this and Zelda, I'll take a look. I probably won't be able to reply until after the stream, but I'll definitely take a look. And then there's a YouTube link as well for anyone that's in here that doesn't follow me on YouTube, if anyone's interested. Although YouTube may be, like my YouTube channel may be dead in the next 2 weeks. We will have to see. With all this internet drama, YouTube drama with copper and kids' privacy and all that sort of stuff. Do you know how many freaking copyright strikes I got in while I was in hospital? I got like, I don't even know how many. I didn't go and count it because there was too many. It was silly. It was absurd. It was just like my phone would just vibrate, and then a minute later it would vibrate, and then 3 minutes later it would vibrate, and then a minute later it would vibrate, and I'm like, what the? Who's talking to me this much? Because like with everybody, you know, in my Discord and with all my YouTube stuff, and like I have a lot of people chatting to me, which is nice. And so my phone is often going off, like all day. But this was just like particularly busy, and I'm looking at it. So it's like YouTube copyright claim, YouTube copyright claim, YouTube copyright claim. I'm like, what did I do? And then I looked at them, and some of them were for like videos that were like 3 years ago, like, you know, like a Tomb Raider video or something of a Tomb Raider playthrough I did like 3 years ago, or Bioshock I did like 3 years ago. And it's like, what? Why all of a sudden you're clamping down on it? Yeah, like copyright claims from like maybe, you know, some music in one of the episodes, or like a sound effect even, or something that, you know, they're just gone, you know what? No, that's ours. Fuck you, type thing. But all of a sudden, like just everything with YouTube has just absolutely gone to shit. And with all this copper kids rights and you know, if your video gets marked as kid friendly and it's not kid friendly, you could be up for like a $42,000 fine and all this drama. And it's just, it's too, you know, it's too, like, I doubt it would happen, because if they were fining everybody, like, they wouldn't have enough resources to go out and actually, like, you know, sue everybody. And then you got the kind of thought pattern of, if they're outside the US like me, they'd have to extradite to come and get me and all this. Like, it's a big drama, but still, like, you know, the hypothetical of getting a $42,000 fine, up to a $42,000 fine. And every single video I've ever put on the internet, apart from maybe my guide videos, is completely inappropriate for kids. Like, I swear all the time, I talk about dildos all the time, all this sort of stuff. Not at all kid friendly, but the algorithm and stuff can see, like, oh, Bit Heroes, you know, it's like an 8-bit looking, you know, like Nintendo game. Kids love that. And so then they, you know, mark this as kid friendly, and there's me talking about, like, you know, sticking a dildo up Josh's ass or something, you know. And so it's like, well, that's not kid friendly. And then I get fined up to 42 grand for every video, and I have like 3,000 videos on my YouTube channel. So, you know, I can't afford to run that risk, if that makes sense. So unless something changes, I think I have to delete my account. I've emailed them saying, hey, can I hide my account? Because in YouTube, you can either delete your whole account or hide it. And hiding it means that all of your videos just can't be seen anymore. It's effectively like you just pull your channel out of YouTube. You just, you know, take it off the shelf effectively. No one can access this stuff until you unhide it, and everything comes back. And it said, if I unhide my videos, if I hide my channel, sorry, and no one can see the videos, am I still liable to all that stuff? Because technically my videos are on YouTube, they just can't be seen. And they're like, we'll get back to you. And then that was like an email I sent like 2 weeks ago. And I sent them an email being like, I haven't heard back, what's going on? And they're like, we're still looking into it. And then I got an email this morning. It's like, how hard is it? You know, granted, they've probably got millions of people emailing them about like, hey, YouTube, stop fucking us over. But still, like, it's a pretty simple question. And the email I got this morning was, hi, I hope that you are well. Thanks for your patience. We're still waiting for updates about your question regarding Made for Kids. I'll get back to you with updates. Like, surely that's a question they can just answer. Hey, if I hide my channel, am I still, you know, am I still liable to get fined? Yes or no. But no, apparently no. I have to keep waiting. So yeah, my YouTube channel may be gone. The other thing I could do is delete every other video other than my guide videos, in which case I'm still on YouTube. My YouTube account still exists. And then when the law changes, I can start making videos again. But the main thing I use it for now is uploading my streams, right? So people that can't make the stream and still want to watch it can just go to YouTube and watch it afterwards. So for instance, there's 18 people in here at the moment. But when I export this onto YouTube, you know, after a day or two, there's, you know, like 500 views or something. So there's 500 people out there that want to watch the streams but can't get to them. So if I can't put them up on YouTube anymore, then, you know, there's 18 people in here at the moment that can watch it, and then that's it. So they will be available on Twitch to watch as well, but they only last like 20 days. So it's just a big thing. It's not good. It's not good at all. Anyway, earlier I saw the thumbnail for a video talking about the network thing that claimed half of the gaming stuff on YouTube. Didn't actually watch the video, so I have no idea what the network's called. Yeah, that's the thing. There's like there's all these like parent companies and bodies and stuff that own all this content and stuff. So, you know, the good thing with copyright claims is like, depending on what it is, you're not up for money or anything. It's just like, this video is monetized. You're using content that we own. We're taking the monetization off, and we're going to earn the money instead. It's just like, so it doesn't take your video down. You just don't earn money off it anymore. But yeah, it's still shitty, right? It's just everything in YouTube at the moment. Everyone's covering their asses, and it's just the whole thing is just going to shit. Personally targeting you, that didn't do it to me. I think it's just because the sheer amount of videos I have on the platform, right? Eventually, they're gonna find something, right? Copper thing is so shit. Yeah, it's so bad. As long as it's fair use, you should appeal. I mean, it doesn't affect me too much because a lot of these level points put into power. Yeah, you may as well. Yeah, with the reforging and stuff, it doesn't really matter. But I've put every single point I've ever had into power. It's worked for me, so why not? The thing with the copyright thing is because Judge, welcome. Unless you've been here before and I didn't see. Either way, welcome. Because I'm small time, right? I'm only 4K subs or something like that. I basically make no money out of YouTube anyway. So like these copyright claims and stuff don't affect me too much because like, you know, I'm not making basically any money off the video anyway. So it's like, oh, you know, you've made $2 off this video. And now we're demonetizing it. I'm like, oh no. I mean, $2 is $2, right? But it's like, oh shit. But if you were like a 4 million sub YouTuber and all of a sudden they demonetize your video, that's like a massive thing, right? So for me, it doesn't really matter. And also, you can't fight copyright claims unless the video has over 1,000 views. So, you know, say my video only has like, you know, 400 views or something and it gets copyright claimed, I still can't do anything about it. And if the video has 400 views, it's basically making no money off it anyway. So it's not really that big of a deal for me personally. It's a massive deal, don't get me wrong. It's a huge issue. But for me personally, because I'm small time, it doesn't make that much of a difference to me personally. 1,000 views, yeah. But the thing is that the way it works is AdSense, right? AdSense is the ability for you to make videos on YouTube from ad revenue. And ads don't play every single video. They play maybe every third video. And you get paid per X amount of ads watched. So this is not a scientific thing here that's absolute 100% true. But let's just say you get paid let's just say you get paid X amount. Let's say you get paid $5, right? For 1,000 views, 1,000 ads, sorry, right? And a ad only plays every third video. Again, this is all hypothetical. That means that you get paid $5 for 1,000 ads. An ad only plays every third video. That means you need to have 3,000 views. So you get an ad every third video. You need 1,000 ads, so 3,000 videos, 3,000 views to make $5. So if you got a video that's got 400 views, there's basically like the amount of ads that have been on that 400 views for YouTube, like it's just not worth it. Like they're gonna make so little money out of that it's not worth it. So they only do the review if your video's got over 1,000 views because they're like, okay, well it's got over 1,000 views, it's getting viewed at least, you know, a marginal amount. But before that, it's just not a thing. So, but the whole AdSense thing, making money off YouTube for views is basically going to shit. And so I've watched a lot, because it affects me, obviously. I've watched a lot of my videos and stuff about this whole copper and you know, kid-friendly content and all this sort of stuff and how it's going to affect YouTube and ads and targeted ads and all this sort of stuff. And they're basically saying like AdSense is you can't rely on that for income anymore. So you need to market yourself differently. And the way that, so I watch a social media lawyer, like he's a legitimate lawyer and you can book in consultations with him and stuff. Costs a fortune, obviously, because he's a lawyer, but he's a social media lawyer. So he knows what he's talking about. And I've watched a bunch of videos that he's done as well as just other, you know, big time YouTubers giving their thoughts and stuff on it, because I want as much information as I can. And the general consensus from all of that is you need to market yourself differently. So you can't just rely on AdSense anymore, because AdSense is basically, it's you know, it's no good anymore. So they said, and I'm old and I'm not up with the kiddies, that stuff like, Vine doesn't exist anymore. So stuff like Vine and this new TikTok thing, I have no idea what TikTok is. I've got no clue, but I know it's a thing that exists. and Instagram and stuff like that, that all these people that put up those videos don't get paid. There's ads on them. I think maybe there's ads on them or something, but they don't have any partnership with those ad companies, so they don't get paid. So say someone puts up a Vine and it gets viewed 100 million times. The person doesn't make any money whatsoever off those 100 million times. They build an audience, they build a community, which I've done. Granted, it's fairly small, but doing YouTube for so many years, I've built a community, which is nice. And then that community then supports the creator. So they don't get any money from doing their Vines or TikToks or whatever it is, but they build the community, and then the community then supports them by saying like, hey, I appreciate you and the content you put out. Here's $5. Or, hey, I appreciate you and the content you put out. I'll, sign up to Patreon and give you $10 a month, or whatever it be, right? And a lot of people do merch stores. A lot of people do all sorts of things, right? And people just support them via donations, or like, you've given me hours and hours and hours of entertainment. Here's, $30, stuff like that. And a lot of people, myself included, struggle with that kind of charity, because it's just like, I always struggle with, apart from like if it's my birthday or Christmas, because that's like the whole part of the parcel type thing, I always like feel weird receiving stuff from people for free. Like it's a thing that I struggle with. And people, they're saying a lot of people feel that way, and they have to get out of that mindset. And they say, you're putting in effort, and you're putting in work, and you're putting in your time, and you're doing everything to put out videos or whatever it be to entertain people. If people are getting entertainment from that and want to show appreciation to you, let them. Like, don't rely on your follower base and your community and stuff to pay your bills, because that's unrealistic. That's like trying to win the lottery. But you can lean on them if they let you. Like if they're willing for you to lean on them, if they give you a little bit of money here and there because for appreciation, let them do that, instead of saying, oh, I appreciate you don't need to, which is basically what I say to everybody. I really appreciate that, but don't, it's fine, don't worry about it. So they're like, with AdSense gone and everything, that kind of passive income is gone. So, allow people to do that if they want to. So I've got to start doing that, I guess. Ran Edgar all week. Raid basket and edge pouch every day. Got 4 legendaries all week. That happened to me in hospital. I ran Edgar, and I got 3 legendaries and 1 set piece. In 140 raids, I got 3 legendaries and 1 set piece. It was pretty bad. Make some merch. I'd buy some. I need the hat. Well, that's the thing. I could create a merch store, right? But I'm so small time that I don't know whether it'd be worth it. Like, it'd probably be more out of pocket for me than what it would make. Unless you're like Ninja, don't really rely on income. No. Rely is, they use the word rely, but again, because small time, and I'm not talking about, I'm talking about me specifically because it is me, but I'm talking about in general, like anyone that's making content regularly enough, and I put out stuff daily. I try to, at least. Not rely, but lean on is what they're saying. Like if people want to help, let them help, instead of just saying I appreciate it but don't worry about it. Like if someone wants to help you, let them help you. So from now on, that's what I've got to try and get in the mentality of doing, which is foreign to me. But another way that I described it is, they said, say you put 5 hours or 10 hours or something of content out a week. Let's say 10, because it's easy to do maths with, because I'm bad at maths. Let's say you put 10 hours of content out a week. At the end of the month, it's like 40 hours-ish, say, and it's 100% free. You go to the movies and get popcorn or whatever it is, and it costs you $20, and a movie takes like 2 hours. So it's like, they're paying $10 an hour. Someone's paying $10 an hour to go see a movie, or they're watching you for 40 hours a week for free. If they want to give you $5 or something to help out, let them. Because, 40 hours of content for free. If they want to give you something as appreciation for that 40 hours a week, let them do it. That's the kind of the mentality and stuff that they're saying. So yeah, that's it. But I have like huge anxiety problems, like legitimate hospitalized anxiety problems. So like I always, when I wrote a big spiel about this on Discord, which is basically I just summarized that, and then I think like, oh shit, hopefully that didn't come across as money grabbing, and then I want everyone to to donate to me and stuff. It's not what I meant at all. I'm just trying to explain the situation. So yeah, anyway. that whole spiel is done. Can you do a look at Jan J24, so 240, sorry, so I can show off? Yes, I can. I can look you up. Make the shirts $1,000 each. Sure. There is. Hang on, I'll catch on chat and then I'll say something. I really hope a nice pack comes out at Christmas. I wouldn't see why there wouldn't be. Okay. What are we looking at? Just finished build. Right, okay. Oh, you got Merciless up? Nice. Merciless is fucking good. And then you got the Dual Strike Ignore defensive bonuses. Nice it. And you got your Empower Dual Strike. You got your Burger Boy. One day. Fuck, you be doing the deeps, man. Dual Strikes and Empower. I assume it's the same over here as well. Empower, Dual Strike, Dual Strike, Dual Strike, Dual Strike, Dual Strike. You're a beast. You look cool too. With a little snowball. Just for good measure. OP, man. For level 340, or whatever it was. OP. Okay, I'll do one more of these. You were thinking of using my red monthly ducky thing? It's the best description of a Bitcoin ever. Red monthly ducky thing. I'm going to try and remember that. But realized I didn't have any raid crystal bags to use. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to have all raids or energy or something to use alongside it. Otherwise, it's a giant waste. I got a rare pet and an epic accessory. Do you think now I should save until 4,500 gems and then buy a 21% legendary pet box? Well, there's debates on that. I personally think that's the way to go. There's people that say don't do that and just buy the 800 gem ones. There's reasons behind both. You got started on your vids over a year ago. Yeah, well, I mean, you got Starweave and stuff, so you must chuck some money in, right? So it's surprising how much you can level up in a year if you put money. I've been playing for over 2.5 years, and I'm level 363 as free to play. Never missed a day of playing. So yeah, 100% played every single day with not putting any coin in at all. Level 363. So free to play, it's a giant grind. Okay, so Rolex, let's have a quick chat about that. I've chatted about this in previous streams, so I won't repeat myself too much. But the way of thinking about it is this. Accessories we'll just do because they're in the shop, but it's the same thing for pets, so it doesn't really matter. This is currently on sale for 3.6k, so it's really cheap. But yeah, you go here, you have a 21% chance of getting a legendary, right? So you have a much better chance of getting a legendary buying this than you do buying one of these. In here, you have a 3.4% chance. So my view on it, and everyone's view is different, and I'll explain why the two views contradict each other in a sec. But my view is this is 21%, we'll just say, chance of getting a legendary, right? It costs way more, but you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting a legendary. If you don't care what legendary you're going for, you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting one, right? Once you get that one, then you just buy a shit ton of these, right? Because you're going to get 5, either box you open, you're going to get 5, accessories / pets, whatever it be. So whether you spend, let's say this is normally 6k and this is normally 1,000. Whether you spend 6k, you're going to get 5 pets, 5 accessories, or you spend 1k, you're going to get 5 accessories. The only difference is this is a much higher chance of getting a legendary and you're guaranteed an epic, whereas this is a lower chance of getting a legendary, but you're guaranteed a rare. So the way I think is buying this, you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting an accessory. Once you have that accessory, then you just buy a ton of these because you get the same amount of accessories depending on either box you get. And with all these 5 accessories, you can then just exchange all of these to get the materials to then upgrade the legendary that you got from here. That's my view. Spend the big bucks to get the legendary, then spend the small bucks to get shitty accessories to break down to improve the legendary that you got from the more expensive one. The other way of thinking about it is just buy a shit ton of these, and then eventually, War of Attrition, you will get a legendary eventually. I don't know how long it's going to take. You could get lucky and get it on your first box. You could open 100 boxes and still not get it, but eventually you will get it. Once you get it from this, all of the other accessories you've bought by buying all these small ones, you've exchanged, and you're going to have a crap ton of materials. So when you finally do get that legendary, you're going to have a stupid amount of materials and you're going to be upgraded a lot, right? So it's either buy a crap ton of these and exchange them all, have a shit ton of material. Then when you finally get to a legendary, you can upgrade it a lot, or do this until you get a legendary with a much higher chance of doing it. Once you do, then start building these, buying these to break down to upgrade it. They're the two lines of thought. This is much better chance. This is much more ingredients, materials, whatever. And then if you're going for a specific box, a specific legendary, so like the Zaz wings here, rather than buying this and hoping to get the Zaz wings, because you've got a 21% chance of getting a legendary, but when you get a legendary, you've got 1 in 8 chance of getting the one you want. You could just buy this, and it's the same thought process as this. You're going to buy a crap ton of these, and eventually you'll get a legendary, and then you've got all the mini accessories that you've broken down to upgrade it, to get all the materials. You could do that for this. It's still the same amount, it's still 3.4% chance, but that's the only legendary you can get. Like here is the Astaroth one. This hyper accessory one is all of them. So you could do that until you get, the accessory you want. So say you were going for Barnets, you could buy this one. Say you were going for Astaroth's thing, you could buy this one. Say you were going for the Zaz wings, you could buy this one. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. I won't go into it more than that. Hopefully that made sense. So there's two trains of thought. 900 and 1000% boosts help a lot. Help what? Oh, for leveling up. Yeah, of course. $100 and a couple of months to prep. It's the couple of months to prep because you would have been spending money on that as well. But wait, there's more. That's not even a few special ones where you can get a set accessory. You can get a set accessory and pet and does a lot of damage. Yeah, they're only in the dragon eggs. Yeah, correct. But I personally don't go anywhere with an offensive pet. I have a defensive pet equipped at all times. Can't kill shit if you're dead. That whole chestnut. So I don't like offensive accessories. Offensive pets myself. I don't like it. But for PvP and all that sort of stuff. But in raids and stuff, it's helpful to have everyone to have a defensive pet because it just helps heal everybody. So if I go to do my raid, now that with armory, it doesn't matter so much because I can just pick the build I want everyone to have. But I've been burnt a few times where everyone's build has been the same. I just quickly looked at them and like, oh yeah, they're all wearing their tank stuff. Oh, they're all wearing, the DPS stuff. Okay, great, go. And someone's had an offensive pet and then all of a sudden I've died and I'm like, why am I dying? And I look and it's because there's an offensive pet that's not healing. So, $100 spread over a couple of months. $100 isn't bad, I guess, to get start with. But I guess there's people that just go like Zilfer, for instance. He just went hard and got, farmed a lot and got, Star Weave within a couple of weeks. I don't know. But he put like a crap ton of money into it. So it depends. Like all the massive whales just go, I want this. And so they just buy all the things like, spend $500. They're like, I didn't get what I need. $500 more. And they just keep going until they just get it. And they're like, oh, well, that was worth. I just spent $1,000, but I got the thing I wanted. So it's all how much disposable income you have and stuff. So I guess it depends. Dumb Glim? Yeah, like you spend a stupid amount of gems getting Dumb Glim. But if he's got the money to do it and he wants to, then everyone can live the life how they want. I would never do it. It seems crazy to me. Even if I had all the money in the world, I wouldn't do it. But people have to do what they want. For my build, it's just so far it's just what drops, what takes long enough, which takes long enough as it is. Yeah. If you're free to play, you kind of have to go with what you get given. So So for instance, this tier's raid sets was DPS, which was really handy because last raid was tank, and so last raid my build was just legendaries. I think no, I had 2 mythics. I had 2 mythic DPS mythics, and the rest were just legendaries. So my build last tier was shit, right? It was just legendaries and 2 mythics, like whatever. But luckily this tier, the sets and stuff were DPS, so I was able to get like the full raid set, and then the 2 ring and accessory ring and neck set to give me the 4% dual strike, which is even more perfect for me. So this tier is the strongest I've ever been, and that's why I'm trying to farm all this, because normally what I would do is once I hit full TS in a tier, I would just use all of my raid shards and all my energy and stuff just getting familiars and stabling stuff, because it's like, well, I've got my full set, or I've got my full TS and stuff. There's no point in me getting more fire blossoms, for instance, because I'm just going to have them for no reason. I may as well use all that time and accessory energy and raids and stuff to go and stable familiars. But with this one, because I've got full TS so early, and I like the set and everything I'm using because it's DPS and stuff, I'm going to go and farm a shit ton of fire blossoms and try and get set pieces to break down and everything, so that next tier I can up tier it, which I've never done before, because up tiering for free to play is really hard to do because it's super expensive. In case the sets next tier are all tank related or something, and then in which case I'll just be having just legendaries again and I'll be weak. So if I can get the amount of fire blossoms and set pieces and stuff to break down to have enough to up tier everything next tier, then I'll do that. It's still going to be expensive, because not only is it going to cost all the fire blossoms and set pieces and all that stuff, from here, farming all that sort of stuff, even if I farm everything and I have everything available to me, it's still going to cost 175 material, like fire blossoms of next tier, whatever they're called. Let's call them fucking water blossoms, just for sake of a better word. It's still going to cost me everything I farm from this tier, and then 175 water blossoms from next tier to up tier 1 piece, and I need to up tier 6 pieces. So what's 6 times 175? Like 1,000 ish, let's say. So it's going to cost me 1,000 materials, next tier's raid material, water blossoms. There you go, 1,050. That's not a bad guess then. It's going to cost me 1,000 water blossoms from next tier just to get all of my gear up to tier 12, and then I'm going to have to use all of the water blossoms to then max it out. So it's super expensive, like really expensive to do it. That's why I've never up tiered anything, and that's why I recommend free to players don't worry about up tiering. If you've got one piece that you want to up tier, then you can do it. But up tiering a whole set is just it's too hard basket. It's too much time and effort and stuff. But me personally, I got quite lucky in this tier. Like, this tier is probably the most gear lucky I've been ever. And I got my set super early, and then I just needed to upgrade, get all the fire blossoms to upgrade it and stuff. And I had dry patches where I just didn't get a legendary for 2 weeks. And then you get like a couple within a couple of days and all that sort of stuff. So I managed to get full TS fairly early and got my sets fairly early, and I'm like, okay, well, if I've got everything fairly early, rather than go and start trying to stable stuff, I may as well just keep pushing, and then that way hopefully be able to up tier just in case next tier is no good as far as gear goes. If it is, then this has just been effectively a giant waste of time. But you got to do something, right? And the other thing is, I've got the fams I need. I've got +5 Bobodom, +5 Walken. They're like my raid fams, like my raid schematics, effectively. And now I've got 2 +5 Glarosdoses. So I don't really need another familiar stable to +5. I mean, there's always something you could get. Like, I could go for Melborg and try working on him, or I could go for this and start working on that, But as far as that's luxuries, as far as what I actually need, I've got what I need. So I don't really need to go back and do, raid 6 to farm 6, whatever it is, to make another familiar. So I may as well just focus on raid 8 and get all these fire blossoms to try and up tier. That's my thought process. I've personally lately been starting to buy raid crystals for energy. Need the balloons to upgrade my equipment. Yeah, I mean, the option's there if you want to do it. It depends what you're doing. If you're going for familiars and stuff, then that's probably not advised. Because for one raid shard, you can do 3 heroic dungeons, or you can do 5 world bosses. So for one raid, you know, you got 1 chance of getting gear. For 5 raid bosses, you got 5 chances of getting gear. So you got 5 chances of getting a legendary compared to 1. Or if you're trying to make like Remy T, for instance, you're trying to stable him, you could do 3 of the Rexy dungeons and have a chance of getting 3 Rexies instead of doing 1 raid. But the option's there. I used to do it when I was lower level as well, and then I kind of, you know, thought about it and went, it's not really worth it. So I would just do 5. I would do 5 world bosses instead, because you got 5 chances of getting legendaries instead of just the 1 from raids. Obviously, you can do raid on heroic. You got more TS, more item find and all that sort of stuff. But just raw chance, like raw amount of chances of getting a legendary. You know, you got 5 chances instead of 1. And it's all RNG. You could have 1,000% item find and still not get a legendary, or you could have 25% and get one. So 5 chances is better than 1. So I would just do 5 world bosses personally, but it's up to you. I will say I've put the possible bad news in Sad Life in Discord, but all I can say is pray for me. Okay, well, while this is going, I'll quickly check. I won't mention it. I won't say anything on stream, but I'll quickly check. Is this for you? Or your girlfriend? Because you were talking about your girlfriend before. For you. That's shitty, man. That's shitty. The other thing is, the US healthcare system is just so bad. Anyway, I won't mention anything. I won't say anything more. But I'm sorry to hear that. Viking, welcome. Your raids are so slow. Yeah, because it's the highest tier raid. So it's the hardest raid. I'm only at 25% movement speed. So yeah, it takes ages. If I went back and did raid 1 now, we'd finish it within like 2 minutes. It takes about 8 minutes-ish on 25% for me to finish raid 8. So it takes a while. I don't mind being mentioned, I just don't know how to say it originally. It's fine, it's fine. We'll leave it for Discord. Hopefully Kong doesn't go for block meta next tier. Who knows? Who knows? I imagine they'll change shit up quite regularly. For a few reasons. One, so the game doesn't get stagnant and everything's just the same all the time. And everyone just gets bored because it's just like, oh, I've already done that. Meh. So to keep things fresh, I guess. And the other thing is, the more things they switch up, the more things they introduce, the more things people have to farm for, the more things whale will pay to farm for, the more money they make. After all, it is a business, right? So the more things they introduce, the more things they change, the more things that need to be done. You know, there's now the armory, which doesn't really affect anything. It's just a quality of life issue, which is nice. But there's you've seen the announcement for all the elemental gear. So there will be people, you know, farming elemental gear and stuff. That's a new thing. So people are going to go hard on farming that and put a lot of money into getting all the elemental gear they want. That's why they keep introducing new, like this new Turkey invasion thing and all the new expeditions and stuff. So people are like, oh fuck, I really want that particular mythic. I'm going to buy a bunch of badges so I can do it. Or I really want that schematic. I'm going to buy a bunch of badges so I can do it. Then they get the schematic, then they buy a bunch more raid shards so they can get the schematic like built and +5 and all the rest of it. So the more things they put out, the more things they change, the more things they add, the more content there is to do, the more money they're going to make. The bad thing is, for free-to-play players, it just gets overwhelming. Or for just people that throw in, you know, like $20 a month or something, it gets overwhelming. It's just like, there's too many things to do. Panic, I can't keep up with it all, and people get burnt out because they're like, by the time I achieve, hooray, I achieved max TS in this tier, and I have legendaries, and I'm starting to work on my sets. Oh no, now I've got to do this, and this. Oh shit, oh my god, it's too much. And then they just like stop playing. So it's good that they're introducing new stuff so the game isn't just like boring, and it's mainly for the whales. And again, it is a business, they need to make money. Ultimately, that's the whole point of, you know, games and stuff, is for the devs to make money and microtransactions and stuff. But it does get overwhelming, and that's one kind of we can't really talk about cancel stuff, obviously, but that's one of the things I've voiced my concerns for, is, you know, like elemental gear, for instance, is coming out. I can't say anything about it, but, you know, I'm just like, well, if elemental gear comes out and then something else comes out and something else comes out and something else comes out, like, for free to play, it's just, we're never going to be able to get all the things. Boss battle and puzzles after this? Yes. If anyone here that's interested, we will be going to play Breath of the Wild after this Bit Hero stream. So anyone that wants to stick around, we'll be doing roughly 4.5 hours of Breath of the Wild after this. So if you're interested in that and hanging out and chatting more and stuff, then please stick around. Be good. Mine is at 5.75 speed, so his is a lot faster than mine. Why aren't you running 25% speed boost? Why would you not be running these 4 boosts at all times? That seems silly. Puzzles, yeah. Puzzle master, so good. I've somehow gotten enough energy consumables for at least 1,125 world boss runs. I'm going to do as many as I can on Sunday to try and get the Gyushido schematic. I'd be genuinely surprised if I don't get it. What schem's that from? Well, I realized that it was spooky you were saying that, so I was going to give you advice about, like, make sure you have this, that, the other one, but it's you, so I don't need to give you advice on anything. We might be experiencing the best time in Beat Heroes before the elemental gear. Well, it depends. It depends, right? As we just talked about, if you're a whale and stuff, or if you're free to play, or if you're somewhere in the middle, or whatever, it depends. Like I'm trying to be careful of talking about stuff without talking about things that I can't. So I should probably just stop in case I slip something. But who knows, man? Everyone's different as well. Everyone's different in what they enjoy. So imagine you have to scrap all of your glass dosses because you need block fams like D4. Again, it's something new for people to strive for. But us mere mortals can be affected quite badly, and it just gets too much. So for instance, right, the main YouTube thing, the most traffic I get from YouTube is definitely Bit Heroes. So if my YouTube channel goes kaput and disappears into the ether and vanishes for all time, then all of the Bit Hero content and stuff that I do is not being viewed on YouTube anymore. And even if it does, the whole AdSense thing, as I mentioned, is going down the shitter. And the whole, like, you know, lean on your community for donations and stuff. So if I'm making all this YouTube, if I'm making all this Beat Hero content and guides and all these sort of things, and there's no way really for people to watch them, then what's the point, kind of thing. So, you know, like all the traffic I've got right now through the channel pretty much won't be there. People make the streams, and maybe people watch the streams on Twitch, but even if they watch the streams on Twitch, I don't get monetized for those views. So I'll probably just stop making Beat Hero content entirely, apart from like, you know, these streams and stuff, because there's still people that want to watch the streams, and that, like 16 people in here right now that want to watch the streams and stuff. So like, I'm happy to stream it, but even if I made content, there's nowhere to post it. So it's kind of, it's a shit situation, man. It's really bad. I don't have enough money, so I neglect the speed boosts, since that's the things just speed things up. And you don't have enough gold? Wow, that's actually impressive to not have gold. Yoshida is the legendary bait from Brimstone Syndicate. It's the thing that looks like Zarlok with a really long neck. I'm trying to think of it. Oh yeah. I think I know the one. Just drop it. Play it safe. We've talked about it enough. Anyway, up to you, of course. Yeah. I like, as I said, unless something changes, I think my YouTube career is dead. So we'll just, you know, we'll just continue streaming Beat Heroes on Sundays and Wednesdays or whatever it is, and just Let's Plays on every other day, and just enjoy it. And if I get bits and donations, so be it. If not, we'll just do it for fun. I just bought my first legendary rune for 5. Oh, my monitor keeps turning off with the fridge. I just bought my first legendary rune for 500k. Getting ready for a legendary mount for 1 million. Oh, for money, of course, yeah. %4 dual strike mount on your first try. Nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, I had to re-roll mine a bunch of times. I think I re-rolled mine like 6 times or something to get it. And now I have enough mount guts to buy like 14 or something, 15 legendary mounts. Which I was considered doing it just for the cosmetics, like buying all of the common mounts until I got all 3. Like buying common mounts until I got all 3, buying rare mounts until I got all 3, epic mounts until I got all 3, legendary mounts until I got all 3, just for cosmetics. But then I was like, maybe I'll save my mount guts in case like they do something in the future where you need mount guts, or there's like a, you know, 8% dual strike mount that comes out for gems or something, and I'll buy that and then I can upgrade it, or, you know, So I'm just saving them, because at the moment I don't, other than cosmetics, I don't really need it. Peach isn't that great for me as a like healer. I prefer the dinosaur or the spider, because at least they have DPS on them. Like a hit target or hit furthest target or whatever it is. But then getting them and then re-rolling them to get the 4% dual strike or whatever, like the 4% dual strike's the main thing. When you're autoing stuff, you don't use mount abilities anyway, so it doesn't really matter for me. Yeah, and again, I'm not a min-maxer. I've said that a million times. I don't really care about having the best of the best of the best. So 4% dual strike is good enough. After I got full green rune page, then I should go for epic ones. Well, that's kind of the same thought process as the accessory and pets we were talking about before. Have I still got capture rate runes on? Yes. So good. Fuck yeah. So good. That's kind of the same thought process we were talking about before with pets and accessories or mounts or something. Whether you just buy the cheap ones and then, you know, slowly upgrade that way, or go for the big ones and hope for the best. So for instance, you know, you could just save up for a legendary rune and buy it, and it could be dual strike, and you'd be like, fuck yeah, 2.5% dual strike, that's great. Or you could get it and it could be 2.5% lifesteal, and you're like, fuck, that was a giant waste of resources. Or you could go to epics and stuff, but then you then have to save up for legendaries on top of that. Whereas if you just buy the legendary, it skips saving up for the epics and then saving up for the legendaries and stuff. So again, it's two minds. You can either just go for legendaries straight away and save up a bunch and get one and hope for the best, or you can gradually go up each tier and get better and better and better. But it's going to cost you way more in that long run. I think probably going for the epics and stuff is probably better, maybe? I don't really know. I think I got to rares and then I skipped epic. I think I got to rares and skipped epic on basically everything. On my runes, on my mounts, all that sort of stuff. I just skipped the epic portion. I'm just like, well, if I'm saving up for epic, I may as well just save more and go for legendary. You have 11k? 11k what? Who has 11k? What? I got a 20% experience on my rune. It's good enough. The minor runes, 20% XP. Yeah, that's good, man. The thing is, there's gold find. Bleh. There's experience, good. Capture rate, good. Item find, good. But think about it this way: 40% 40% capture rate isn't really that much, right? 40% item find isn't really that much, considering, you know, it's a 50% bonus on Sunday for item find. If you've got 40% bonus on your runes, it's like a double daily bonus, which isn't really that impressive, considering you can use, you know, like buck or and get 600% and stuff. Like the consumables give you like 600%. An extra 40% is kind of like not much, whereas 40% experience is huge. It means every time you level up, you're getting another fourth of a level for free. So effectively, it's like every time you level up, you're getting an extra half a level for free. So you level up twice and you basically get a whole third level for free. So experience is just good flat across the board. And of course, every time you level up, you get a stat point as well. 11k mount guts? I don't know, I'll check in a sec. Mount guts, how can you make them fast? You can't. It's just one of those things that you will get slowly. Like the rune shard, rare, the new rune shardy things and all that sort of stuff. You just get it by playing. You'll get it as weekly rewards for PvP and trials. There's like a Mount Guts fishing thing, fishing rewards, all that sort of stuff. But there's no way to, you can buy them in the shop. I think there's like deals and stuff, like mount deals and stuff in the shop. I'm not too sure on that. But there's nowhere to like go to farm Mount Guts. It's just one of those things you'll get by playing. I think maybe daily rewards or bounties and stuff might give Mount Guts as well. I'm not too sure. I don't need them, so I don't really pay attention for anything specific like that. But you'll just get them by playing. We can take a look after this raid. We'll take a look. Pretty sure I can't take a look at the daily rewards, because there's no way to look at the daily rewards after the daily reward has come up each day. They should put a button for that. Maybe there is, and I'm not aware of it. But yeah, the daily bounties sometimes. So daily bounties, weekly PvP and trials. I think every week you get Mount Guts as a reward. I think, could be wrong. Fishing, all that sort of stuff. So you do get them very slowly. The events, the more points you have, the higher rank you are. Correct. Yeah, and the higher rank you are, the more you know, Mount Guts, gems, whatever, the higher you'll get, the more you'll get. Yeah, but again, if you're free to play or low level or something like that, getting a higher position is you know, pretty arbitrary. It's not going to happen unless you put, you know, unless you say for PvP, say. Let's say you saved every single PvP ticket roll, whatever it is that you got for free from the game. Like, it's, you know, like we just got the Thanksgiving stuff. There was PvP tickets in there that we got. And say you bought PvP tickets with every single honor thing you got from the guild shop. And so let's say you had like 2,000 PvP ticket consumables. You could spend them all and do PvP and smash it out, and you still probably wouldn't place in the top 50, you know. Just because the whales like spend a stupid amount of money each week doing it. Okay, so if we go to PvP rewards, Mount Guts. So let's say you place like at the moment, I'm 1,200. I get 100 mount guts every week from this. Let's say you place in the 3,400, you get 40. Right, you need 1,000 for a legendary mount. So let's say you got 40 there. Gauntlet as well. Rewards. Okay, there is no mount guts reward points. There is no mount gut rewards on Gauntlet. It may just be this week. It may not be at all. I don't know. Again, I don't really pay attention to it because I don't need it. The bounties, I'm pretty sure there's mount guts as a bounty reward. Pretty sure, not 100% sure. Events, I haven't done fishing yet. Mount guts on the points. This is the same every week. So if you wanted to fish until you got 1,000 points, one, what's wrong with you? Two, my God, that's a lot of fishing. But say you got to, like 100 points, you get 8 mount guts for that. Fortnight, right? These take a fortnight fishing. Yeah. So, you'll get them. It'll just be a slow grind. The other thing is, if you wanted to, rather than save up 1,000 mount guts to buy a legendary, and then you're gonna have to save more mount guts to upgrade it, and then more mount guts to upgrade it, and more mounts to upgrade it, etc., etc. And then if you don't get the stat you want, like this 4% dual strike, you're gonna have to save more to re-roll it. So let's say this, right? If I wanted to re-roll, add a 4% dual strike into something else, it would, because I've re-rolled it so many times, 3 times, I thought it was more than that, it would cost me 800 mount guts to re-roll it again, etc. So mount guts, it takes, you need a lot of them. And yes, Black Boy, I've got 11.4k, as it turns out. There are mounts, none in the shop at the moment, but there are mounts that you can buy with gems. So you can just save up your gems and buy a mount, which are generally seen as better than the ones you can buy with mount guts. And then you have a legendary, and then all the mount guts you've saved, you can use it for upgrading that mount. Also, the mounts you buy in the shop, you can't re-roll them to get new stats. So the mount you buy in the shop, that's the stat you get. So if we take a look at people in the guild, surely someone read around view. Here we go. This is the one you buy in the shop. So this wolf mount thingy has 2% absorb chance. You can't change that. 2% absorb chance, that's what it is. You can't re-roll that. But let's say you saved up your gems and you spent 5k to buy this one. 5k gems, you have your legendary, and then you can spend all of the mount guts you've saved on upgrading it. So instead of saving 1,000 mount guts to buy it, you could just buy this with gems, and then you got 1,000 mount guts to upgrade it with. Or let's take a look at you. You've just got Peach. You've got Peach as well. Me, Barracuda. What do you got? You've got another just normal mount. Viking. Another normal mount. Where's that dragon one? Spook, what do you got? There you go. You got this dragon one. 3% team enrage. So again, you could just spend 5,000 gems, or however much it costs. I'm not sure. I think it's about 5 grand. 5,000 gems. Buy this and then use all the mount guts that you've got to upgrade it. So that's an option of getting a legendary mount quickly. And the thing with mounts is, no matter what tier you buy, whatever it is, you get these stats. So for Spook here, it's 721 power, 90 stamina, 90 speed. Those stats will tier up with you. So you can see the mount is tier 11. So when you get to the next tier, those stats will also go up. So when tier 12 comes out and Spook gets to tier 12, those stats will go up again. So the 721 might turn into 900. The 90 might turn into 150. The 90 might turn into 150. So it doesn't matter when you buy a legendary. It's like, oh, I'll wait till tier 11 and then I'll buy it. It'll be better. Just buy it whenever. And then every tier you go up, those stats will scale with you, which is nice. Do we have another raid? We do not. We have enough for one world boss. Let's do that. Extermination, we can do it by ourselves. That'll do. Okay, there you go. There's some advice about many things in this stream. A great many advices. And that's it for Bit Heroes for Saturday, whatever it is. That December barrel. I haven't even looked at it. Here we go. What is it? $100? $100. Okay, you get 3 legendary augments 4, sorry. Well, actually, that's 6. You get a lot of materials to re-roll them. You get a bunch of just stuff. You get 7 bit cores, a week long of 500%. You get 8k gems. You get 750 fire blossoms, 300 of this dragon material from the brimstone world boss. It's a bunch of stuff. About to buy a mega box. Let's see what I've saved so long for. Good luck. Let me know. Thanks for the tips. I'm gone before Breath of the Wild gets spoiled for me. No worries. We'll just wait to see what Spook gets. Sorry, what Black Boy gets, and then we'll head off. But yeah, anyone that wants to stick around for Breath of the Wild, Red Monthly Ducky. So good. Anyone that wants to stick around for Breath of the Wild, give me like 10 minutes because I got to go downstairs, get the Switch, come up, put the capture card in, get it to wait for OBS and everything to talk to each other, and blah, blah, blah. It's going to take like 10 minutes or so, but then we'll get started. 15% damage. Epic. The black wings. It's not so bad. You got a legendary pet, that's good. I mean, 15% damage is 15% damage, but you do have 3% in power, 3% dual strike, 2% lifesteal. Yes. Crit chance and all the rest of it. Someone smarter than me can probably do the math on that and see which one's better. That's not me. All that theory crafting stuff is not what I do. But I'm sure someone can help you with that. Which one's better? I don't know. Can't help you, friend. Ask in Discord. Someone will be able to help you. But at least you got the damage one and not like the lifesteal one, right? The damage one is actually pretty good. So like you've got speed, you've got lifesteal, and you got the damage, and you've got crit. This is the best one of the 4. So you're lucky there, you got the best one. Oh, 5 crit chance? Yeah. So you got the best one out of them all, which is nice. True, I've been getting lifesteal a lot. Nice. So good. The thing is about the lifesteal wings is they look cool. I'll give them that. Where are they? I like the way they look. They look pretty sweet. But those black wings also look pretty sweet. I got all the wings. They look pretty nice as well. These ones look rubbish. And these ones look rubbish. But the purple ones look pretty good. Anyway, we're done. Yeah, as I said, give me 10 minutes. We'll start Breath of the Wild. Otherwise, if you're just a Bit Hero people, then we'll be back. Providing something doesn't change as I'm at work, anything like that, we'll be back on Wednesday. Which will be Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday bonus. Same time, but Tuesday. So with like 3 hours or 2 hours or whatever it is to go. 3 hours to go on Tuesday. It's Wednesday morning for me, but anyway, we'll be back then. Anyway, give me 10 minutes. We'll start Breath of the Wild. Everyone else, I'll see you then. Okay, bye!